Hello Mohammed. Let me share a quick tutorial on how to use the solver function. Uh, so First of all, apologies for sharing a rough worksheet. I didn't intend to share this one. Basically, I thought probably only the answers have to be shared, but that's fine. So this is the sheet where we have to calculate uh, three kind of portfolio weights. One which has minimum risk, two which has where we get the required rate of return, and three where we get the maximum return. So to calculate that, we had first worked out, these are our portfolio items, we had first worked out a return for an equally weighted portfolio. Now, equally weighted portfolio means these are 10 ETFs. So we've divided all the divided the portfolio in equal weights, which is 10% investment in each ETF. On this basis, we had this expected return and we had this standard deviation. We cloned this all below. Again, these are our ETFs and 10% equally weighted portfolio, and the same expected return, standard deviation, and we also calculated the Sharpe ratio. So now we will calculate the weights using the solver function. So we'll go to the data, go to click the tab solver. Please mind that I'm using a Mac, so you might have to search the solver function, and in case it is not there in your system, in your Excel version, you might have to just use add-in function of Excel to add the solver utility in the Excel. So it will be immediately added and you can use it. So what we'll do is here, solver function, in the solver function we'll set an objective. The objective is to minimize the risk, and risk is measured by standard deviation. So we know this is the standard deviation. We'll just click on this one and we'll say that we'll click on the minimum button to and to fix our objective, and then we will say by changing variable cells. Now by changing the weights of the portfolio, we will basically be evaluating our risk weight. So we'll select all the weights, so they become the variables which will change with the objective that our risk should be minimum, and then we will add a constraint. The constraint is that our portfolio weight should always remain 1. So N112 should always remain 1. So when we do this, we have this already, and we simply press the solve button, and here we see the changes. Keep solver solution or restore original values. So for now I'm keeping the solver solution. I say OK. So here we have the revised weights base, which keeps our standard deviation minimum, which is 2.34%, and on that basis our expected return also changed and our Sharpe ratio also changed, and the weights also changed. So this was the weight which I then simply uh, did a pay special uh, on this column. Uh, so these were the items, 9.62% and 88.29%, 9.62 and 88.29%. And similarly for required return, I I had used the solver function taking the target return as the benchmark, and for maximum return I took Sharpe ratio or expected return as the for maximum return, expected return has to be taken as maximum. For optimum return, Sharpe ratio has to be taken as the benchmark. I hope that was helpful. Thank you.